Nova Scotia is one of Canada's 3 Atlantic provinces. It is the second smallest province in Canada. The largest ethnic group in Nova Scotia is Scottish at 30%, English is 29%, Irish 22% and French 16%. Nova Scotia has a population of over 1 million. Nova Scotia was originally called New France or Acadia.
Well, we're heading up the 19 at the moment towards Pleasant Bay. Got a few fishing boats here.
It started out as a French colony before being taken over by the British. The British attempted ethnic cleansing of the French-speaking Catholics, inhabitants of the area, and deported some 11,500 French. As of whom 5,000 of them end up dying of disease and starvation. The land was given to the British immigrants.
Well, we're currently at Cape Benton at the moment, Highlands National Park. It's not the greatest day, but that's our scenery. It's about here on the map.
There's a lot of fish around here, rainbow and brown trout, mackerel and Atlantic salmon. Lobster and snow crab are often caught using wooden cage traps.
It's certainly a lot sheltered on the eastern side.
The capital of the province is Halifax.
Morning. Well, it's the 20th of August now. We've come as far east as we will. We're going to leave Nova Scotia and head into New Brunswick now. Well, later on this morning. You know, we camped in this nice area here. It's not far from the road though, but plenty of nice camping around here. Okay, we'll take the 4 towards we've got some jellyfish down here. Well, we're going to park up right here tonight. Done about 400 miles today. Just blast along some motorways. Tonight will be our last night in Canada. Tomorrow we'll cross over to the US and probably spend a whole lot more time over the next few days on the motorways. See if any critters are walking along the road. Past the track. Well, I've just left Canada, crossed over the bridge here into town of Calais in Maine, and now we're going to take the 9 heading towards Bangor. We just crossed the Canadian town of St Stephen behind us into Calais, into the state of Maine. Now we're going to take the 9 and head towards Bangor. Okay.
About 750,000 people live in New Brunswick. It was initially called New Ireland in April 1784 before the British named it in honour of their British king.
Oh, this is how we're finding a lot of Maine at the moment.
First people to inhabit New Brunswick were the Paleo Indians some 10,000 years ago. French speakers make up about 42% of New Brunswick's population. We are now currently in Connecticut. There are nearly 10 million registered motorcycles in the US, 4.2 million miles of public roads in the US, from dirt tracks to interstate. There's about 48,000 miles of interstate roads.
Well, we're currently looking at the submarine Nautilus, first submarine to go under the North Pole.
The Nautilus submarine was the world's first nuclear-powered submarine. It completed a submerged transit of the North Pole on the 3rd of August 1958. It was first launched in 1954.
Well, we arrived in New York. The old bridge there and the newer one there.
This is the Brooklyn Bridge that we're looking at here, built in 1883. At its opening, it was the world's longest suspension bridge.
Still pretty old though.
The new bridge next to it is called the Manhattan Bridge. The Manhattan Bridge was opened to traffic in 1909. New York City has around 8.5 million people. It's the most densely major city in the US. 25 million live in the greater area around New York City. 800 languages are spoken in the city. The distance from Sydney, Nova Scotia to New York City is about 1,000 miles or 1,600 kilometres. There's our Macy's department store down there, established in 1858.
Well, it seems the cops didn't like me travelling around the streets of New York with a camera. Stopped me and had a bit of a yarn. Okay. Arrived in Washington. What we got there is the Civil War Monument. We're going to wander around this place. We're going to head over this direction next towards the World War II Memorial. It's not a bad monument to the Civil War. And 500,000 people died in that one.
This obelisk here is the Washington Monument. It's 169 metres tall. It was completed in 1884. Around 407,000 military personnel died in World War II.
Marlene.
58,000 died in the Vietnam War, and some 3 million Vietnamese died of both civilian and soldiers. The original White House was built in 1792. One stage it got burnt down by the British. About 25,000 American soldiers died in the Revolutionary Wars. Roughly about 6,800 died in action, and about 17,000 died by disease and starvation while in British captivity. Most were held on prison ships.
Well, we're just checking out the map. That was where we were at the Lincoln Memorial, Vietnam War Memorial there. Got the White House, and we're presently over here in front of the Capitol.
It is now 230 kilometres now to Washington DC.
Well, we're just travelling down the Virginian Road 42 towards Harrisburg at the moment. A lot of the scenery around here is just like this. Well, we're travelling down the 42 through Virginia at the moment. Just one of the quieter roads.
.64, which I'm travelling on at the moment, east-west state highway that runs nearly 3,700 kilometres.
If the sun refuses to shine, I don't mind. Now it persists. Turn out.
Well, we're back in the state of New Mexico, heading towards a town called Las Vegas. Not the Las Vegas most people have heard of. We've got a bit of an overcast day.
It's 2,000 miles to the Four Corners Rally now.
It looks like we've had a bit of rain last week or so at least, and last night.
Now on US Route 42, now on the run southwest northeast in this section for about 350 miles.
Well, we're going to have to look at getting a new front tyre, I think. It's getting a bit worn there. Worn on one side more than the other. Well, I've just left Taos. We're on the 64 heading west at the moment.
Morning. Wow, it looks like we've got a bit of a misty morning. Anyway, we've got a motorcycle rally to go to around the Four Corners. It's a short distance from here. Oh well, I was up and uncover all this lot.
Okay. Well, it looks like we got ourselves a motorcycle rally not far from here. They're calling it the Four Corners Biker Rally. It's 2 different sites. It goes for the next few days apparently. So we just pack up this lot here and ride over and see what's happening there.
We're now riding for a lot of sparse ranch land.